Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful fucking mouth. And if you're not into that kind of language, then this is probably not the place for you. I'm not for everyone. So feel free to X out the video here. No harm, no foul. I will remember our time fondly. If you want to just skip straight ahead to the swatches and all that good stuff, I will also leave a time code down below. Feel free to do that. Okay, so I don't even know, like, I had an awful day at work. Awful. This whole week was like suck dick for days. It was just disgusting. Everybody was an asshole. Everybody was just nasty, like mean, just dried up, disgusting pieces of shit. You know what? It's Friday. I hit 1,000 subscribers, which by the way, I really want to say a heartfelt thank you. And I recorded this video yesterday, but I was so fucked up and excited about hitting 1,000 subscribers that I couldn't even get my point across because I was just too giddy. And I had to re-record today. So that's why this video is up incredibly late, so I'm sorry. It was only a few weeks ago where I was actually at 666 subscribers, and I thought that was amazing. The fact that 666 people subscribed to me and listened to my bullshit was awesome. A couple weeks later, it's fucking over 1,000 now, and it's such a weird feeling. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how much I adore you guys. I read all your comments and your messages, and it really warms my little old black heart that you guys are into this whole whatever the fuck this is. And the reason why I started this channel was because I was so tired of seeing the same fucking fake people, saying the same fucking fake bullshit, and reviewing products that you know sucked, and they were like literally kissing the brand's ass, and it bothered me because they weren't being truthful or honest to their audience. And I'm not gonna sit here and name names and say, oh, who's that? Because I'm pretty sure you guys fucking know who, you know? It's just annoying that we, the consumers, just want to know about makeup and no one's really giving really awesome, honest reviews about things. There are a select few that don't have millions of subscribers that are like just genuinely really cool people that really just want to tell you how they feel about this makeup. And that's kind of where I'm at. I wanted to do this because I'm narcissistic. That's very true. No, I really enjoy doing this. I love trying out makeup. I love talking to you guys, and I love sharing my weird ass stories. I get so much joy out of doing this. Just really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, this totally means so much to me. You don't have any idea. I don't want anything out of this. I'm not looking to fucking make money. I'm not looking for anything. I enjoy doing this. And I'm just so glad that you're along for this, whatever this fucking weird ride is. Okay, this is a very short story, but I'll cut to the chase. The first train I get on, it was incredibly crowded. You're shoulder to shoulder with people. I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm just kind of like staring to that middle distance, wondering what happened with my life. Usual Friday evening stare. I see like a flash, and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? And I see another flash again. I'm standing in front of this guy. This guy is taking pictures of my feet. And I'm gonna say that again because I feel like it bears repeating. I watched a man take pictures of my feet today. I don't have cute feet. I don't have ugly feet. But it's not like a size 7 perfect model-esque, like, you know, like little foot that has that perfect arch that's in heels. No, I'm a size 10 wide width in Crocs. You know what I mean? Croc flip-flops, not the actual Crocs, because like, not cute. Although my toes look good, they're gold. But still not cute though. I kind of just didn't know what to say, so I looked at the guy looked at me. He saw that I saw him take pictures, and sometimes that could be an honest mistake. You know, because sometimes you just want to take a picture of something, like on the down low you see something really funny, and then next thing you know your flash goes off. We've all done that in our lives. I know I have done that many a fucking times and embarrassed myself. But this guy, he looked up at me, he smiled, and he said, and I quote,
"I want you to take that big towel and fuck me in my asshole."
I didn't say anything. My mouth was like this. He then grabbed his dick, blew me a kiss, and got off the next stop. The lady next to me looked at me and went,
"That's fucking disgusting."
I just started laughing so hard because I was like, who fucking says that? Who says that? Who says that? I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty flattered. So you know why we're here. We're talking about the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 palette. I don't know why 5. I don't know what that was, but whatever. I'm going with it. The elusive Pat McGrath palette. The one with the red eyeshadow in it. That's worth $125. That's what we got here today. So let me tell you a little bit about this palette before I go into and giving you my whole thoughts and all that other bullshit.
A palette of 10 richly pigmented shades and 5 next-generation formulas that come together to fashion your most fixating looks for luxury at your fingertips. Adorn your eyes in a sensually surreal, incendiary
Okay. Alright. Cool. Alright. This is just a lot going on here. Alright. It's just like a lot of fun words.
molten metallic bronze, supernatural seduction.
Okay, alright. It's a fucking eyeshadow palette, people. It's literally not gonna fuck you. Alright, so with that said, this palette's $125. You get this beautiful carton, and I love, honestly, I love Pat McGrath packaging. This bitch slays it every fucking time. It is so adorable and weird and fucking just so haute couture. I adore this. I think this is beautiful. So when you open her up, by the way, the only thing that makes me laugh though is that when I see this string, it kind of reminds me of like the inter-office envelopes. And if you work in an office, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, what the fuck is this? But whatever, fine. So once you open this inter-office envelope up, you get more awesome artwork. I'm so sorry, this palette is just full of fingerprints and it looks like shit, and I'm so sorry, but you get the idea. So what you get is you get this beautiful palette, and you get a little cardboard insert that is actually the shade names. This palette is heavy as fuck, and it also has very sharp corners. So if you really want to kill somebody, just hit them with the corner and you can murder them. So it's just a helpful tip from me. Right off the bat, what I don't like is the fact that my fingerprints are everywhere. And I know I say this all the time about luxury packaging. It's just, I know I'm trash. I don't like to be reminded that I'm trash. So I don't like that I can see all my fingerprints, but I love how like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, this makes me feel this is so luxurious. I feel like this palette just screams luxury. Now when you open her up, you get this mirror, which is okay, and you get 10 beautiful shades. What I'm not a fan of is the mirror. For you to do your makeup, you're kind of like holding this really heavy palette and you're trying to balance it while doing your makeup. It's a little bit of a shit show. And I don't like the fact that you can't bend the mirror all the way back. The shades though, holy shit. Here's the thing. I completely understand why this is $125. And I hate how much I love this palette because it's so fucking gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, there are some complaints, which I'll have in a second, but the mattes, there was no fallout. I feel like the last 87,000 fucking palettes that I've reviewed, there has been a major kick up, fallout in the palette, fallout on my face, fallout everywhere. I'm like dusting off my brush, a third of the product comes off. I have all of these experiences with other eyeshadow brands. This did not experience that with. So for these 7 shades, did not experience that with. They were beautiful, they blended out easy. I was a little kind of annoyed when I first looked at this palette because I thought to myself, you know, I wish there was a lighter color in there, some sort of a transition color. What I love about Pat McGrath eyeshadows is the fact that you have the ability to control the pigment. You can start kind of harsh, but you have the ability to blend it out and soften it up. So with that said, I was very impressed and excited to use this palette. I've actually used this palette all fucking week, and I receive so many compliments every day about how cool my eye looks are, more so than any other palette that I've ever used. Now, here's the thing. This is probably the biggest complaint I have about this palette, and it kind of like annoys the fucking shit out of me. But I'm willing to find a workaround because of how cool this palette is. These eyeshadows over here, these 3, they're fucking beautiful. They are adorable. I love them very much. However, these 3 eyeshadows have so much fucking fallout. Pretty sure those are the eyeshadows that she's referring to as the Star Trek Next Generation eyeshadows. I use them with a brush. Fucking that was the worst. For whatever reason, it just went poof and Tinkerbell shit all over my face. When I used it with my finger, it was a little bit better, but my fingers are, I don't know, have you met me? They're fucking sausages. So literally I was like hitting my eye with it and then it would just be like, poof, let her shit on my face. So I couldn't really find a happy medium with them. However, when I put them on, fucking fantastic. They look amazing. They look fucking stunning. But then the whole day I gotta look like a baby disco ball. So that's kind of the shitty part. And all day I've been seeing like little glitter reflex, which I thought I was having a stroke. But no, it was just glitter. It was glitter from my eyeshadow palette. the shit that I fucking say. Anyway, I do want to show you also kind of like a little up close because I've been wearing this makeup since 6 o'clock this morning and it's about 8 o'clock at night. I apologize if I look a little fucking rough. Because of my hooded eyes, the glitter kind of transfers on the top, which kind of sucks, but actually doesn't look that bad. I like it, but you could tell, like you could see all the fallout though on my face. I hope this picks it up. If not, then I sound like a fucking liar. Great. The other thing that really kind of annoyed me a little bit is that when I first used this shade, this red shade here, when I first used it, I actually used it on like a concealer base, and I felt like I had a lot of issues for it showing up. It was like very light, which actually kind of surprised me because these eyeshadows have so much pigment. I didn't understand why it was so lackluster. However, when I built it up, it looked stunning and I fucking loved it. And that was actually the one look that everybody complimented me on. It's $125. Is this the palette that you need to go out and buy? Absolutely not, because I don't want to be that fucking person to tell you that and then you have a horrible experience with it. But what I will say is that if you do get this, I do not think you'll be disappointed. I know there are a couple people have mentioned that they didn't like it because of the glitter explosion, that they felt that it was just too glittery. And for someone like me that, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with glitter, I'm actually willing to look past it because of the fact that I don't have eyeshadows in my collection that do what this does. So with that said, it annoys the shit out of me how much I like this eyeshadow palette. It's absolutely stunning, and I hate the fucking price tag. If you have the ability to actually wait for this to go on, say, the Sephora sale or a Pat McGrath sale, I say pick it up then. While I believe that this palette is actually worth $125 and probably and more because of just the quality of it, $125 is a lot of money, and unless you kind of have that money to like throw around, just wait till it goes on sale. You'll be happy either way. It doesn't matter. That's probably my best recommendation for you, especially if you do not want to spend that kind of money, which I don't fucking blame you. I'm mad that I spent that kind of money. God damn it. I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button, it's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook-ish, sort of. I'm still trying to figure it out. I think a couple people subscribed and I was like, oh, I don't really have anything up yet. So I just have to get around to doing it. I suck at life. I'm sorry. Work is ruining my life. Please don't hate me. Hate my job. Anyway, I will see you little pumpkins later. Bye.